This is gonna sound weird. I don't like doing Make-A-Wishes. Just because they're sad. Yeah, that's all. By the way, I'm not getting a lot of offers. Believe it or not, it's not a lot of people's dying wish to meet me. It's usually their wish for me to die, actually. Complete opposite. There's a foundation for that. I don't like doing them because they're sad, that's all. They make me really sad, you know? Especially when you're like in a K-hole, you know what I mean? When you're all on ketamine and they're like, this kid is sick. You're like, I know. And I'm pretty sure I could cure him. Listen to Alan Watson, put on The Last Dragon. Let's go. So, they're just sad, that's all. The Make-A-Wish Foundation called me. They're like, we got one for you. I was like, that's a weird way to go about it, right? I don't know the right one, but not like, hey, we caught one. Real sicko. Real sick one. That's what we do. They called me. His name's Kevin. He's dying of cancer. I was like, that's so sad. I'm sorry. They're like, yes, and his dying wish is to meet you. I was like, is it brain cancer? So I set it up, you know. They were like, do you want to do this? I was like, yeah, you know, I just drove into a house. I could use good press. You know what I mean? In my defense, that house cut me off, all right? I didn't put that in the article. So I'm nervous, right? Because I'm not like a good Make-A-Wish guy candidate. Like if there was a Make-A-Wish video game, I wouldn't be a character you could select. Like Pete Davidson, you know. It wouldn't be me. You know who's good at that? Johnny Depp. You know, Johnny Depp comes in dressed as Captain Jack Sparrow. You know, he's like, hello, and the kids are laughing and the nurses are wet. It's fucking awesome. They're fucking all like soaked. He's good, you know. Or John Cena, the wrestler. He's amazing. I think he's done the most ever. God bless him. He's amazing. He comes in. He has like a championship belt. He's all wrestlery. He's like, what's up, son? What's up, son? How you doing, champ? You know, and the kid's like, oh, you know. And he's like, you want to hold my belt? Huh? You want to hold my belt? And I'm watching it. I'm like, I don't have a belt, you know? What am I going to do? I have nothing. What am I going to do? Give him my phone and be like, hey, scroll to the right. Want to see some ass, dude? Fuck yeah. Yeah, dude. She's cool, dude. She's actually your doctor. Anyway. So I was all nervous, you know, because I was like, I want to, you know, show up for this kid. I want to kill it, you know. The Make-A-Wish, not actually. That would be easier. Wouldn't that be a great? You get murdered by your favorite celeb. It's been great, yep. Bang. So I was thinking, I was like, what's my belt? You know, I want to crush this, you know. This is a huge deal. I want to do well. And I was like, okay. I was like, let's think about it. The kid is going to die, right? I'm not being a dick. That's just what a Make-A-Wish is. That's all. You know, otherwise, why would you hang out with a kid for 3 hours? That's weird, you know. You'd be a pedophile, actually, yeah. Ironically, for a pedophile, that would be their Make-A-Wish, you know? Hang out with a dying weak one, you know? Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I was molested, so I could make those jokes. Yeah. I don't give a shit, so there you go. Oh, I'm not saying that to be cool. I don't have the internet. I don't like to do interviews. I don't want to have to be like, well, actually. So I was like, this kid's gonna die. There's nothing I could do, right? But what I could do, I was like, I could tell him all of my secrets. Right? I have a lot of secrets. I don't kiss and tell because I'm an old school broad. I keep it to the chest and I hope God gets you. That's how I roll. I have a lot of secrets, you know, things I can't tell my friends or my therapist, you know, because I don't trust them, you know. And I'm pretty sure one of them works for the Daily Mail. But I was like, I could tell this kid, you know, because it's like, you know, it's not going anywhere. You know? It's like a sure thing. Very few things in life are sure, you know, it's kind of nice, you know. So that's what I did. I hung out with him for 3 hours, sung like a canary, told him everything. I was like, this guy's actually cool, this guy's not, you know, this guy's in the Illuminati, you know, this guy needs to be burned to come, you know. One of those is me, and I won't tell you which one. And we had an amazing time. He was so happy. I was so happy. And a huge weight was like lifted off of me too. I got to like tell him some stuff, get some stuff off my chest. And it was great. It was beautiful. He hugged me. He was like, that was so much fun, Pete. He's like, I'll see you around. I was like, well, I don't know about that, but I was like, Godspeed, little man, Huh? How cool is that? Hit him with the Godspeed, huh? How often you get to do that in life? I remember I was driving home. I was like, Godspeed, you motherfucker. That's pretty cool. What are you, Magnum PI? That was awesome. And I felt great. And then a week went by, and I went on the Make-A-Wish website, and the kid was still alive. Started getting a little nervous, you know what I mean? I don't know who this kid knows. So I called up the foundation, check up on him, make sure no miracles are afoot, Hey, I held up my end. I was promised a dead child. I'm tired of people lying to me. So I call up the fucking make-a-liars. I go, hey, you fucking lying sacks of shit. They go, who is this? I go, it's Pete Davidson. They go, oh, Pete, Kevin was just telling us what a wonderful time he had with you. I go, I had a great time too. He said, yeah, you really shared a lot. I go, oh, fuck, did he? I guess a pinky promise means dick to Kevin. I go, how's he doing? And they go, well, not well, but there's always hope. I go, yeah? Well, how much? How much hope do you think? Because if cancer don't get him, I will at this point, okay? Knows too much. They go, we appreciate your concern. I go, oh, I'm very, very concerned. You let me know when it happens. They go, we will. Hung up, next week. Was freaking out a little bit, Just looking at the phone, And then, finally, they called, and yeah. Wish fulfilled. Joke over. He dies. That's it. There is no happy ending. It is a happy ending in that it's exactly what was supposed to happen.